Yo, it's Dante PhD here. Welcome to Mokoko 101, where by the end of the course, you will understand what engravings are, understand how to level them, be able to articulate why they are important, be able to differentiate between class and battle engravings, and know where to obtain them. So let's get started. What are engravings? Basically, engravings are passives, often used to improve your character's DPS, defense, or utility. For example, take a look at Master of Ambush. It has a whopping 25% increased damage for skills that successfully hit from behind with the back attack modifier. If you don't know what skill modifiers are, go back and review skill modifiers in Mokoko 100. Now here's another example, heavy armor equipment, which improves defense, typically used by supports over DPS. In our last example, spirit absorption, which is more utility based with attack and movement speed bonuses. I've put a link in the description below where you can find the list of all the engravings. How do I access my engravings? To pull up your character profile, press P. And you can check what engravings you have that are currently active by clicking on the engravings tab. I have none equipped right now, and you probably won't too if you've just hit level 50. I've hit 50, I just have them unequipped. Now let's go back to the equipment tab. And on the left side of your character image, your armor and weapon are displayed in a column. Notice the two bottom circles with the plus sign. If you click on them, it opens your engraving menu. You get 2 free engraving slots. It's free with a quotation because you still have to learn them, but you only need to learn a specific engraving once, and it will be shared with all your characters on the same server. You can also access this menu by pressing Alt-I. Legacy. Here, seal. I don't know what the name will be in NA, but you can press Alt-I to access this. So where ours is called battle engravings instead of combat, and then we'll also have class engravings. Class engravings can only be used by the specific class, but it'll be shared across all your characters. And so with the 2 slots, you can actually double slot the same engraving. This will make sense a little later. So what are those numbers that says like X9 or X6, X3? They are points used to determine that specific engraving's level. So I have equipped Spirit Absorptions X6, Bliss Commander X3. You can notice that I have 6 filled here, and I have only 3 filled here. These points determine what level that engraving is. With plus 6, I have level 1 engraving active. So you can see for this engraving that I don't have any levels active because I only have 3. So let's say I double up on this engraving. So let's put 2 of them here. Now I have X3, which is 6 total. So now I'll have 6, and I'll have at least level 1 Blitz Commander engraving. That's at the cost of Spirit Absorption. To reach level 2, you need at least 10. So if I double up on Spirit Absorption, you can see I have times 12. And so I could hit level 2, but short of level 3. 5 points for level 1, 10 points for level 2, 15 points for level 3. You can go over 15, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. So for example, let's say I equip Grudge, right? This is plus 9, or times 9, so this is 18. So I have an additional 3. You can go over, but it does nothing. It just means you can optimize better for min-max efficiency. How do I get the X number on the engravings? Notice how some engravings are blacked out. To activate a specific engraving, you need 20 books. 20 green books will provide plus 3 points. Blue will give you plus 6, purple plus 9, yellow plus 12. You need to learn the books in order. For example, you have to learn the green one first before you can learn the blue one. What other ways can I get engraving points? Your accessories. You can have a necklace, 2 earrings, and 2 rings. This is something that you might have noticed while leveling. Depending on what content you're doing and the rarity of the accessory, they'll give you 1 or 2 random battle or class engravings. However, on these accessories, you can notice these red engravings. So if I equip one, you'll notice these red ones. These are called malice effects, and this can range from 1 to 3 on an accessory. Similar to the other engravings, if there's enough nodes active, they will unlock the level of the malice effect. Malice effects include attack speed reduction, movement speed reduction, attack power reduction, and defense reduction. Aside from accessories, you can also get more engraving points from ability stones. One important thing to note is that ability stones will never have a class engraving. They will always be battle engravings. So your total engraving points come from your 2 free engraving slots, generated by engraving books, 5 pieces of your accessory, and your ability stone. So if I wear my entire gear that I usually wear, I have basically exact level 3 grudge, exact level 3 sharp blunt. And then you can see that I have set this so that I can use my books to cover the rest of these. And so taijutsu 9 and then backstabbing 9. So if I go slot those backstabbing 9 and class them taijutsu 9, then you'll see that I have 4 engravings full and I have no negatives because I have mixed and matched very well. What engraving should I get? The priority of engravings depends on the class, and this course only covers the basics. Check out the guides on Maxroll for more specific information. Typically, most classes want their class engravings first. Each class has 2 class engravings, and they often dictate the class's playstyle. For example, the Taijutsu Scrapper is more agile and has shorter attack animations than the Shock Scrapper that is slower but harder hitting attacks. Or the Demonic Impulse Shadow Hunter, which is a demon transform build. Or as the Perfect Suppression Shadow Hunter is a human form build. I've linked a video down in the description where Canon goes into detail about these characters and their class engravings. The battle engraving that DPS classes often get is Grudge, which gives plus 20% damage increase at level 3, but take 20% more damage. Notice that you should avoid getting level 1 or level 2 Grudge as a new player because receiving 20% more damage from bosses will penalize you more than the small damage increase you get. For all the content that we'll get at release, you'll typically max 1 class engraving and 1 battle engraving. And you'll have wiggle room for 1 more engraving if you're lucky. Where can I get all these things that give me engraving points? Well, the game actually has a codex, which is accessible by Alt-D. Green and blue engravings are one-time rewards from specific islands. Abyssal dungeons also give random, but guaranteed battle and class engravings. Accessories and ability stones are rewards from Chaos Dungeons, Guardian Raids, and Abyssal Dungeons. Specific Una dailies and weeklies will give you additional ability stones as rewards, though you should really use these dailies and weeklies to earn upgrade material like leap stones. The game has other sources where you can get these rewards, but the ones I've listed are a good place to start. With that, Mokoko 101 comes to a close. I hope that engravings have become less confusing for you. They are the most important for picking a class and how it affects their playstyle. Canon made a video that I linked in Mokoko 100 because it goes over character engravings and their respective playstyles. I'll link it again in this video. And Canon actually just released another video talking about how important it is to understand engravings as a new player. I'll link that below as well. I will make a Mokoko 101 supplement to demonstrate cutting an ability stone, but remember, engravings don't matter until you hit level 50, so for leveling, I will make Mokoko 102 to explain basic skill leveling and tripods to help you understand how to get stronger during your 1 to 50 leveling process. You can catch me live on Twitch at DantePhD Official. Thanks for watching, hope to see you again. Bye-bye.